exposing the top travel scams in the world, planning your next adventure. That's great. There's nothing quite like exploring a new place, soaking up the culture and making memories. But before you pack your bags, let's talk about something important. Staying safe from travel scams. You see, while most people you'll meet on the road are good folks, there are a few opportunistic characters out there looking to take advantage of unsuspecting tourists. From rigged taximeters to fake police officers, these scams can really put a damper on your trip. That's why I've put together this video to equip you with the knowledge you need to spot and avoid these common travel scams. Let's keep those travel memories happy ones, shall we? Now let's dive into the top 10 travel scams and, more importantly, how to avoid becoming a victim. I bet you didn't know how easy it is to fall for the taxi overcharge scam. You've just arrived in a new city, bags in hand, and you're eager to get to your hotel. You hail a taxi, excited for the adventure to begin. But watch out, this is prime time for a classic travel scam, the taxi overcharge. Here's how it works. The driver might conveniently have a broken meter or take you on the scenic route, a much longer way to your destination. Before you know it, you're hit with an inflated fare that's twice what it should be. So how do you avoid this? Simple. Whenever possible, use a reputable ride-hailing app where the fare is set in advance. If you do need to take a taxi, agree on the price before you even get in the car. You need to hear this if you're a traveller. Picture this, you're strolling through a bustling market, enjoying the sights and sounds, when suddenly someone approaches you with a friendly smile and a free gift, a harmless bracelet, a pretty flower, maybe a small trinket. They insist it's a gesture of goodwill, but here's the catch. Once you accept the gift, their demeanour changes. They might demand payment, claiming you owe them money, or while they're distracting you with the bracelet, an accomplice might be making off with your wallet or purse. My advice: be polite but firm. Decline anything offered for free, especially from strangers on the street. Remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and those gifts often come with strings attached, strings that can tie your travel budget in knots. Are you worried about getting scammed by fake police officers while travelling? Imagine you're walking around a new city, maybe checking your map, when someone approaches you in what appears to be a police uniform. They might flash a badge, which could be fake, and tell you there's a problem with your passport or visa. They'll ask to see your identification or wallet, and this is where the scam kicks in. They might try to confiscate your belongings or even demand a bribe. Remember, a real police officer in most countries will never ask for money on the spot. If you find yourself in this situation, stay calm. Ask for their official identification and suggest going to a nearby police station to sort things out. Chances are, if they're not legitimate, they'll back off quickly. I bet you didn't know how common the bump and grab pickpocket scam is. The crowds of Europe, part of the fun, right? Well, crowds can also be a pickpocket's paradise. It's easy to let your guard down when you're caught up in the excitement of a new place, but crowded areas are where this scam, the bump and grab, is most common. Here's the play. You're jostled in a crowd, maybe someone accidentally bumps into you. It seems innocent enough, right? But while you're distracted, a partner in on the scam is swiftly lifting your wallet, phone, or other valuables. The key here is awareness. Keep your bags closed and held securely, and if you're carrying a purse, wear it across your body. And guys, those back pockets, they're practically an invitation. Keep your valuables in your front pockets where you can keep an eye on them. I don't think people understand how common the closed hotel or attraction lie is. You've finally arrived at your destination after a long day of travel, excited to check into your hotel or visit that must-see attraction. But as you approach, a friendly local informs you it's closed for renovations, fully booked or moved. They just happen to know a better, more conveniently located, and often more expensive place you can stay or visit. Sounds fishy, right? That's because it often is. This scam preys on your fatigue and unfamiliarity with the area. Before you panic or follow their lead, take a moment, call your hotel directly to confirm you have the number, right? Or check online reviews and official websites to verify the attraction's status. Don't let these opportunistic scammers redirect you to a tourist trap. Stop doing this, do this instead. Renting a car or scooter can be a fantastic way to explore a new destination at your own pace. But be aware of the rental damage scam. It usually plays out like this. You return your rental, and the owner or representative insists you've caused some new dents, scratches or other damage that mysteriously appeared during your rental. They might even show you pre-existing damage and try to pin it on you. They'll then demand immediate payment for repairs, often inflated. Here's your best defense. Before you even turn the ignition key, thoroughly inspect the vehicle. Know any existing damage, and I can't stress this enough, take photos and videos. Document everything, from those tiny scratches to any dents, so you have evidence to back you up. What's something people don't know about fake Wi-Fi networks? They can be dangerous. We all love free Wi-Fi, especially when we're traveling and trying to stay connected. But beware of those unsecured, too good to be true Wi-Fi hotspots. They could be fake, set up by scammers to steal your personal information. Think about it. You're at a cafe, eager to check your email, and a network pops up with a generic name like free public Wi-Fi. You connect without a second thought, but in doing so, you might be giving scammers direct access to your passwords, banking information, and other sensitive data. Protect yourself by only using trusted networks, like those with password protection at your hotel or reputable establishments. And if you're going to be using public Wi-Fi a lot, consider investing in a VPN, a virtual private network. It's like a secret tunnel for your data, keeping it safe from prying eyes. I will never travel without knowing this scam after learning about the currency confusion scam. Using foreign currency is part of the travel experience, but it can also be a bit confusing, especially if you're not familiar with the different denominations. And that's exactly what this scam exploits. Imagine this, you're buying souvenirs and you hand over a large bill to pay. The vendor might fumble with it, switch it for a smaller denomination, and then claim you gave them the wrong amount. They might try to confuse you with the exchange rate or distract you with conversation. The best way to avoid this, pay attention. Familiarize yourself with the local currency before you go, especially the different bills and coins. And when you're making a purchase, count your money carefully, both what you give and what you get back. Why are there not more people talking about fake tour guides or tickets? Want to explore that ancient ruin or visit that famous museum? Of course you do, but watch out for scammers offering what seem like amazing deals on tours and tickets. They might approach you near popular attractions, flashing official-looking badges or brochures, and offering their services at a discounted price. However, these too-good-to-be-true deals often are. You might end up on a subpar tour with an unqualified guide, or worse, you might end up with fake tickets and be denied entry. Here's the key. Do your research. Book tours and purchase tickets through reputable travel agencies, official websites, or directly from the attraction. It might cost a little more, but it's worth it for the peace of mind and the guarantee of a genuine experience. I will never take a photo with a street performer without asking the price first after learning this. Street performers can add a lot of charm and entertainment to a destination, but sometimes those photo ops can come with a hefty price tag. You might see a costume performer, a mime, or a musician, and think, hey, a fun photo opportunity. You snap a picture only to have them demand an exorbitant amount of money for it. They might even become aggressive or try to shame you into paying. Remember, you're under no obligation to pay for a photo you didn't agree to beforehand. My rule of thumb is simple. If you want a photo with a street performer, always ask about the cost first. If they refuse to tell you or if the price seems unreasonable, just politely decline and move on. I bet you didn't know how common these travel scams are, so there you have it, the top 10 travel scams to watch out for on your next adventure. Remember, a little awareness goes a long way in protecting yourself from these opportunistic scammers. By staying informed, being cautious, and trusting your instincts, you can ensure your travels are filled with incredible memories, not regrets. And hey, we're all in this travel tribe together. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow adventurers. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more practical travel tips and advice to help you make the most of your journeys. Stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring.